Bart and Rosea. Hopelessness? When Bart was born, his name was Dorothy, Dottie for short. She was the younger sister to a 2 years older brother, Mikey, who she idolized. She always felt odd and never enjoyed dressing like a girl. She asked to wear boy clothes like her older brother Mikey wore, so she could play with the boys better. Dottie and Mikey were close. They did everything together, and Dottie was able to keep up with him and his friends. Her mother often noticed that she had a tomboyish quality about her and wondered when it would go away. It seemed to get more intense as she grew up. Cars were her passion. She knew all the makes and models of all the cars on the road at the time. She knew how to work on them and often worked on Mikey's friends' cars. She had quite the reputation for being a car buff. This was causing friction in the household as Dottie's mom and dad tried to bring out the girl they knew was there. But Dottie never felt like a girl. She always felt like a boy, but nobody would listen to her when she would tell them so. Her parents thought she was spending too much time with boys and restricted her from hanging out with Mikey and her male friends. They insisted Dottie spend more time being a girl and with female friends. This was devastating to Dottie. She never felt comfortable being around girls. She felt humiliated and out of place. She refused to take part in any girl activities and told her parents she felt more like a boy. They never understood what she meant, and they kept telling her what she should do and how she should be. When Mikey was 18, he joined the army and went into combat. Dottie was not old enough to join, so she lied about her age and enlisted right away. Since she was a girl, she could only be a nurse, to her disappointment, but at least she was out of her parents' house and starting a new adventure. The hardest part of the service for Dottie was being around all the women. It was not a comfortable setting. She preferred more action and to be fighting with the men. At least she was being trained in a field she thought she could make a living from. She went headstrong into becoming a nurse. She studied the body like it was a car, a functioning, running vehicle, and excelled in her studies. It was wartime, and soon she learned her station was overseas. Her station was an army hospital that was close to the front lines. She helped save many soldiers' lives and even some civilians. The memory of one young Vietnamese girl who came in with shrapnel in her leg always stayed with her. The girl was about 7 years old and in so much pain, but did not make a sound. Everyone thought the girl would lose her leg from embedded shrapnel, but Dottie never gave up. She stayed with the little girl for a week until the danger had passed. The fight the little girl had in her was one of many memories burned into Dottie's memory. He still remembered her name, Cam. When Dottie got out of the army, she tried to find her way in civilian life. She even got married, but after a year it ended. Mikey was still in the army, and Dottie was working as a nurse until Mikey came home. They were going to open up a car wash business together, Mikey running the business end and Dottie running the car end. Then Dottie received some news that changed her life. Mikey was killed overseas. The news devastated Dottie. Mikey was always there for her, no matter what. Now she had nobody and still felt like she could not fit in as a woman. She made a couple of attempts of suicide, but was always found. After being taken to the psych ward for evaluation, she was released on the streets. With nowhere else to go, she stayed on the streets and became known as Bart.